what I want to point out is that you are already shortlisted, which means all other candidates are the similar level as you. So you have to make something very different and make yourself unique. Hello everyone, in this video I want to briefly talk about the Diyanet scholarship, and then the second part of this video I want to talk about the interview question and then how to answer all these questions for both Diyanet scholarship and then Turkiye Burslari Scholarship. I have talked about these scholarship interview previously, but all of these video got accidentally deleted, so I'm making a new one with some updated information. So let's go. So as you may know, Diyanet scholarship is for Islamic studies, and for the high school application, academic system is not only the normal high school subjects but also the Islamic courses. The application open between February and March every year. So I will talk about how to apply for this scholarship in detail before it's open again for next year. It is mentioned that the interview process is ongoing until the mid of the June, and they will announce the result after the 1st of June. The interview language is either in English or the official language of your country for the Diyanet scholarship. For the Turkiye scholarship, it is generally in English, Arabic. If you want to request your official language of the country, you may do so, but they may not allow for some countries. Now let me share the interview experience of the high school application. So some of the students that I know, they got invited for the interview. So they told me that before the interview, they are asked to take the IQ test. The IQ test is basically to test your logical thinking and reasoning skill. So this IQ test is just for the high school applicant. So the student told me that the question come up in the IQ test are basically the diagrammatic, the reasoning and logical question. So I talk about that IQ test in the math test of the Turkiye Burslari. So I will give you the link here and you can click on that and watch it for the detail. The scholarship office say that the IQ test is in Turkish with English translation, so you don't need to worry about that. So after the IQ test, on the same day, you will have a face-to-face interview with the committee members. One of the students said that they asked him to recite Quran and also ask him some basic Islamic knowledge. For example, who is the father of Prophet Muhammad? Such kind of basic question. Okay, now I will talk about some of the common questions and how to answer for all these questions for both Turkiye Burslari and Diyanet scholarship. So the first question is very important. It is just introduction. Introduce yourself. Maybe they will just ask you, okay, introduce yourself, or maybe they will ask small question one by one. What's your name? What do you study? What is your academic background? Maybe they will ask you, or they will just directly ask you, okay, just introduce yourself. This is the very important. You need to, because especially if this is the first question, this is the very first impression of you to the interview committee member. So you need to show them how different you are from the other candidate. This is very important. So before the interview, prepare a short introduction about yourself. You can include like your academic background, which university you went, which high school you went to, or which exam you took, what are you currently studying. Just a short answer. And then at the end of your introduction, include something unique about yourself, such as, for example, if you join any club or any social activity during your high school or during your university time, what kind of club do you join, or anything special, different from others candidates. You don't need to include about your family, like I have 3 sisters, I have 4 sisters, like that. You don't need to do that, but if there is something unique about your family, you can include that, of course. And the second question is very same old question. This is, why do you want to study in Turkey? How Turkey can help you in your study? How Turkey can help you with your research if you are doing postgraduate? Here you need to give a proper reason. It is better to give an inspirational story, such as like how you know about this Turkey, how you know about this scholarship. Okay, think about that before the interview itself, and then talk about your motivation to study in Turkey, which can be something special you can learn only in Turkey, and which can be something beneficial to your department, to your major in your field, for example, history, culture. So Turkey is rich in culture. If it is computer science, You can see also they are very best university, computer science engineering university in Turkey. And then talk about the experience and advantage that you will gain from the Turkish university, especially in your field. So in order to answer this, you need to search your preference university and go into their website and see what kind of activity, what kind of maybe internship they provide in your department, in your field, so that you can experience them, you can explore the network, you can extend the network. So you have to do some research, okay, not just think. You have to make it different. Don't just simply say that Turkey exists between Europe and Asia, it is a bridge between them. This kind of answer is very old and is a very repetitive answer by many candidates before this year application. So another question could be, why do you apply for this scholarship instead of other scholarship? Maybe there are also other scholarship in Turkey. So the answer is simple for the Diyanet scholarship. Diyanet scholarship support the Islamic study, and you are interested to do Islamic studies. So this is the specialized scholarship for the Islamic studies. So in general, for both Turkiye Burslari and the Diyanet scholarship, you can go to their website and check the benefit of the scholarship. And also, if you follow their social media, you will see like the scholarship is organized so many events, so many social activity. So you can say like the organization provide different kind of activities that are very interesting and very beneficial to you. You can also contribute to the organization during your study. So these advantages will help you improve your social skill and also your the future job after you've graduated. So you can stay connected to their society and then advance your career. That's why you're applying for this scholarship. Especially for the high school applicants for the Diyanet scholarship, you can talk about the program give not only the normal high school subject, but also the Islamic subject. So this is the specialized preparation for your future education if you're going to continue Islamic study for the university level. So it is very beneficial for you. And also the program, the campaign provided by these high school, they are very interesting, they seem fun to you, so you can answer like that. So another common question is your future plan or your goal after the graduation. Here also you need to say that you will contribute to your community and help them after your graduation. You don't need to say that you will go back to your country right away after the graduation if you are planning to work in Turkey, but you still need to say that eventually you will go back to your country and help your community after gaining the working experience and connection in Turkey. Working in Turkey and connecting with the scholarship organization, it's also like repaying what Turkey has benefit to you when you are in need, when you are a student. So you can see the real life answer of this question in my previous interview experience video. I will give the link here so you can check it out here. Final question would be some general knowledge, what is going on in your country and the relation between your country and Turkey. So you just need to know some recent news about that, and also some current situation, what is happening in the war. So just in case if they ask you about your general knowledge. Okay, now some tips and suggestions. So I suggest that you read your letter of intent and all the information from your application form. So read them through, and you need to give an honest answer and also the consistent answer from your application, from your letter of intent. You can add more detail or more information on top of your letter of intent, but don't give like totally different answer what is written in your letter of intent. Okay, also study your reference university and try to study what is the requirement of the university and the median or language and the location, which city it is located, at least the top 3 or top 5 university in your preference list. If you want to make any changes in your application, you should do it during that interview time. And one of the last year winners said that during the application they asked the interviewer, they asked the student, if sure he has anything he wants to change, it's mean you can make some changes. Just try to ask them politely if you could make some changes or not. And finally, try to ask some question. At the end of the interview, they will ask you like if you have any question or not. So that time you should ask some question. If you don't have any question, also just try to say thank you and thank you for giving me an opportunity. Or if you want to ask some question, also it is better. Try to ask something about Turkey. Just like a simple conversation. People love to talk about their country and they feel happy if someone else is interested in their country. And also try to make the conversation flow and make a connection with the interviewer, the scholarship committee. What I mean is that if given any chance, try to engage with the interviewer by talking about the topic that they seems interested. For example, when I applied for undergraduate scholarship, not in Turkey, not Turkiye Burslari also, one of the interviewers suddenly asked me if I know any sport or if I know any player. So I exactly said that my mom was an athlete in one of the sport, and she played this game and she participated in this game series. Such I excitedly talk about that, and then they seems the interviewer, they seem very interested, and they show interest. Oh really? Okay, what she play, like something like that. So they seems very interested in this topic, so we continue to chat about this a little bit more. There were also another candidate during the same interview, so we were like two in the candidate. So but the other candidate couldn't engage in this conversation because I'm like leading the conversation and talk about sport and all these things. At the end, I got a scholarship. I don't know the reason why, the exact reason. Maybe it could be my interview performance or maybe any other reason. What I want to point out is that you are already shortlisted for the interview stage, which means all other candidates are the same level or similar level as you. So you have to make something very different and make yourself unique compared to other candidates. So that is the main point. Just try to make something memorable for them. They will recognize you compared to other candidates. Lastly, smile and talk confidently and friendly as much as you can. That's it for today's video. I sincerely wish you guys all the best in your interview. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.